And there we go. All right. So good morning, and let's get started. We'll have a belt or strap and the usual blocks. And we will start lying on the block with the block under the sacrum. Oh, come down onto your mat. Taking a few breaths, letting go of the weight of the rest of the day, the weight of the world. And then letting the weight of your body just rest into the earth. Big inhale and exhale. And then if there's the block under the legs, we'll lift up, slide that block under the sacrum. And sliding the legs out to straight, maybe one at a time if they need a little more easy out. Breathing up into the lower belly, pouring off the block. If you've heard me say that 1,000 times, listen to it as if you have never heard it before. Really inhale and exhale, pouring into the. And cooperating a little bit more with block, flexing the feet, stretching yourself gently over the. And we'll all bring our arms alongside with the palms down into the floor. Give the upper arms a little roll out. Reach through the fingertips for the feet. Scoop the tips of the shoulder blades up into the upper back. And then we'll breathe the arms up overhead. Inhale and exhale. Taking an inhale and an exhale, reaching the arms back down, reaching through the fingers, scoop the shoulder blades under the back, a little roll out of the upper arms as the arms come back down. Let's do that twice more. Inhale and exhale overhead. Take another inhale, stretching a little more, and exhale, reaching through the fingertips, pressing the arms back down, and once more. And then once you've finished with that, just taking a couple more breaths here on the block. And we'll bend the knees, lifting up off the block, taking that out, rolling down. And then we'll come back up in a bridge pose, pressing the feet into the floor, and maybe interlocking the fingers underneath, really getting that roll out of the upper arm. Shoulder blades going up into the upper back, tips of the shoulder blades moving toward the lower ribs. And then rolling slowly down, vertebrae by vertebrae, landing on the floor. And we will slide the legs out straight. And then bending the right leg in, pulling that knee in towards your nose for a couple breaths. And we'll put the belt around the right foot, extending the right leg. Breathing through the backs of the legs. Going for more spaciousness rather than having a goal of pulling that leg a certain distance towards your head or getting it absolutely straight right away. And then belt into the right hand, and we're taking the leg out to the side. Again, being patient, doing whatever squinging might be needed here, especially when we kind of come to this right away. I sometimes like to just let myself roll all the way over to the right so the right foot touches the floor for a moment. The inner thigh can relax a little bit. And then pulling the left hip back down into the floor. Maybe a little bend at the knee and re-extend. And then coming back up to the center, and we'll bring that right leg. And then bending the left leg in, taking a couple breaths, just pulling the thigh in, maybe a little rounding up knee to the nose. And belt around the left foot, extending the left leg out. Being patient, letting the left leg take the time it needs to settle in and get a little more extended, a little more spacious. And then belt into the left hand, easing that left leg out to the side, doing whatever little things along the way help. So if you're coming along with me, I'm rolling all the way over as far as I need to let that left foot land on the floor. Deep breath, softening the inner groin and inner thigh a little bit, letting go of resistance. And pulling the right hip back into the floor more. Maybe a little small bend of the left knee, sinking the thigh bone a little deeper into the hip joint and extend. And bring that left leg back up to the center. And bringing it down. Spin the belt aside. Big stretch overhead with the arms. Maybe a little wrists and ankles circling. A little squinging. Ah, and then we will make our way up to sitting. And sitting in Sukhasana with crossed legs. Giving a little lengthen up with the arms behind. Finding our long and spacious spine here on the vertical plane. Ah, ah. And hands rest on the knees. Inhale and exhale, pouring down the sides of the neck, off the tops of the shoulders. Lifting up through the center. Really feeling your breath, let it get a little longer, slower, more deliberate, conscious. And we'll reach out wide through the collarbones, through the fingertips. Inhale and exhale, breathing the arms up. And breathing them down. Let's do that 3 more times. Lifting all the way from the lower abdomen, all the way from the pelvic floor. And then we will change the cross of the legs. And coming forward and over, breathing across the back of the body. And then we will walk the hands over to the right, reaching along that left side, anchoring the left sitting bone back. So we're just going to be here along the floor, nice and simple. And then through the center, over to the left, reaching long along the right side, rolling the sitting bone down and back. Coming back to the center. And then coming up, unfurling that spine vertebrae by vertebrae back up on top of the sitting bones. Inhale and exhale. And then we will come up and downward facing dog. So if you've got those blocks, we'll put both the blocks up near the front. And there we are, downward facing dog, walking the dog, or anything else you want to do here. Ah. And then we will finish with that dog walking to be in the best downward facing dog of this moment. And then we're going to make our way onto our belly into the small cobra. So you could come down in child's pose, take a sphinx, and then go to the cobra. Or maybe doing the Asta Namaskar, knees, chest, chin version of the vinyasa as we come forward to the plank, stretching long against the ceiling. And setting the knees down on all fours. Big hinge back, shoulders coming forward first. Don't try to go down and then going down. And lifting the hips up a little more. And sliding up into the cobra. And then lengthening down, pulling the elbows back long through the top of the head. And let's do 2 small cobras. Inhale and exhale, just working the upper body. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll do that lifting the right leg up. Inhale and exhale, right leg lifts. And lengthening long and down. And then left leg. And reaching down. And once more, right and left. And then we will finish with that, making your way back up to downward facing dog, maybe through the indulgent cobra and a few ripples. And then there we all are, downward facing dog. And let's lift the right leg up. Bending the knee dog at the high fire hydrant. And we'll draw a big circle with that right knee, bringing the knee forward. out to the side, up and around. So this could be done on all fours or not at all. Maybe 3 more times around or number of your choice. And then we'll be going through to the lunge. It's kind of not exactly of a gentle vinyasa sort of a thing, but there it is nonetheless. And we finish with that, reaching the right leg straight again, like someone grabbed your foot and pulled it up and back and through to the lunge. And then we'll bring that left knee down and Jayasana. Inhale and exhale, big circle of breath. And then the arms follow that circle of breath around. And Namaste in front. And then time of many options. One option is just do the hinge back and straighten that right leg. Or maybe coming all the way up into a standing split, pulling that left leg up like we were just doing lying on our floor in the small cobras. One more deep breath. Then we'll make our way to Matsyendrasana, coming either down or forward, depending on where you are. And here we are, Matsyendrasana with the right leg on top. And we will twist to the right. Inhale, lots of space. Exhale, and back to the center, disentangling the legs, coming up into the standing forward bend. Taking a few breaths here. And a concave back. Inhale halfway up, exhale, pouring over. Coming all the way up to standing, big front body yawn. Pressing the arms down long through the top of the head. Let's take a circle with the shoulders and we'll interlock the fingers behind. Get the upper arms a little squeeze, arms heavy toward the floor. Lifting up the front of the body to lift the chest, to lift the chin. And then coming forward and releasing the hands. Concave back, folding over. Jumping or stepping back, vinyasa or not, downward facing dog. All right, here we go with the left leg, lifting the left leg up. Bending the knee dog at the high fire. And we'll draw a big circle with that left knee. And then 3 more or number of your choice. And straighten the left leg out again, like someone pulls your left foot up and back. And through to the line. And then Jayasana, bringing the right knee down, calm. And then carrying those arms all the way around and back up overhead. And Namaste. And maybe just hinging back here, nice and simple, or coming all the way up into standing split. Pulling that right leg up with the back of the thigh with the gluteus maximus. And one more deep breath. And bending that left knee, making your way to Matsyasana. There we go. And we will twist to the left. Inhale and exhale. And come back to the front, disentangling the legs into the forward bend. Okay, back halfway up, feeling that weight balanced on the feet. And pouring over, coming all the way up. Big front body yawn. And reaching those arms wide and down, long through the top of the head. Circling the shoulders to interlock the fingers. Lengthening up the front of the body to lift the chest, to lift the chin. And coming forward and over. And releasing the hands. This time a little different. Let's walk the feet out off the edge of the mat and give them a rotate out at about 45 degrees, and we'll come into the elephant ride. You all probably know what it is, but I'm just going to turn a little diagonal so you can see better. All right, and then we'll come around in the temple pose, pressing those feet down, coming up. Big reach up through the fingertips. Keep reaching long as you bend the knees and bring the hands down to Namaste in front. Inhale and exhale, Samasthiti steadiness. One more deep breath. And then straightening up again, arms come back up overhead, three-pointed star. And we'll keep the legs straight and coming forward and over with the straight leg. And then walking your hands over toward the right leg. We still have the outer rotation here. And walking them over toward the left leg. And back to the center. And then we'll walk our feet back together into Uttanasana. Deep breath. And a little concave back, inhale and exhale through the vinyasa, downward facing dog. All right, let's lift our right leg up. And bending the right knee, dog at the high fire height. And we'll just draw one circle around or none. And then through to the straighten the leg out, rolling back with the right foot, and through to the lunge. Warrior number 2. Checking the alignment of that right knee, stretching wide. So we're not symmetrical like in the elephant rider, but trying to find an energetic symmetry, reaching evenly right and left, feeling like you're sitting right there in between the two sides. And dancing warrior, right arm coming up. And into the triangle, Trikonasana. And then option number 1, staying here, or we're going up to Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon, maybe using one of the blocks under your right hand. And up here in the half moon, really pressing that outer left leg up toward the ceiling, reaching back through the left heel, reaching long through the top of the head. And then we'll go back to the warrior 2, bending the right leg, doing your best to just float the left down, coming back up in the warrior number 2. Animal Dancing Warrior. And once again, either into the triangle or continuing up into our GentleVinyasa. And then we'll turn toward the right leg into the standing split, or maybe Parsvottanasana, the pyramid pose. We'll be lifting that left leg from the back of the thigh and gluteus maximus. And then we'll step down to a bent knee forward bend. Inhale and exhale, kind of like a standing child's pose. And then coming up and into Utkatasana, the chair pose, lifting that upper body up, sitting bones and hips back and down. And twisting to the right, wide arms. And then we'll bring that right arm around into Namaste. Namaste in the center. And then just pouring into the floor. Concave back, inhale and exhale. Vinyasa, downward facing dog. And somewhere between 1 and 3 deep breaths in downward facing dog, and then we'll go to child's pose. And then here we all are. Child's pose. Breathing. Inhale and exhale, really feeling the easefulness. And let's take a slide forward onto our stomach into the Sphinx. Pulling back with the elbows and hands, wide across the collarbones, reaching long through the legs. And then just coming down, forehead or chin on the hands for a moment. And then we will make our way back up to downward facing dog. If you wanted to do it through the vinyasa, go ahead and do that. And then off we will go on the left. All right. Lifting the left leg up. Dog at the high fire hydrant. And then just one circle with the left knee. And we'll straighten out that left leg. Someone pulls your foot up and back. And then through to the lunge. Warrior number 2 on the left. Checking the alignment, inner thigh to inner knee over the foot. Reaching long from the right and the left. Feeling as much in the center, feeling as much energetic symmetry as you can. And then we'll dancing warrior, left arm up and away. And into the triangle Trikonasana. And then either staying here or making your way up to Ardha Chandrasana. And really reaching through the right foot, reaching long through the top of the head, pressing that outer right leg up toward the ceiling. And we'll make our way back to the warrior 2, doing your best to carry that right leg down with some control. And warrior 2. And then once again, dancing warrior. And either triangle or continuing along and up to Ardha Chandrasana. And then we'll go into the standing split or maybe Parsvottanasana pyramid pose. Holding up with the back of the right leg if you're in the standing split. And then bringing the right leg down into a bent knee, forward bend. Standing child's pose. And then up into Utkatasana, the chair pose. And we'll twist to the left, wide arms. And then bringing that left arm around, hands to Namaste. And Namaste in the center. And then pouring over into the forward bend. Concave back, inhale and exhale. Through the vinyasa, downward facing dog. And then there we are in downward facing dog. Taking 3 deep breaths or whatever number you want. And then we'll all be in child's pose again. If you aren't a child's pose yet, getting there soon. And let's come forward onto our stomach into the Sphinx. Lengthening out along. Maybe there's a little more space and the elbows can lift. And come down, forehead or chin on the hands. And then we will peel ourselves up off the floor. And coming down and around and lying down. So you don't really need your belt here, but it could come in handy. We're going to be doing the one-legged happy baby. All right, so here we are, as we were at the beginning with the bent knees, all nice and simple. Inhale and exhale, letting go of what needs to be let go of. And then we're going to bring both legs up and into the happy baby. Doing whatever rolling side to side you want, or front to back. And we'll set the left foot back down on the floor. So it could be helpful to put the belt around your right foot in the happy baby here. So you could do that. And then we'll flex our left foot and slide it out to straight. So it's kind of like we're doing a lizard lunge lying down. It's like we were lizard lunging on the ceiling. And then we'll just release the right leg. Bend the left leg in again. Big inhale and exhale. And we'll go to the other side. So both legs up in a happy baby. And then we'll set the right foot down. Maybe getting a belt around your left foot, it can be useful here. And we'll flex the right foot, sliding that right leg out to straight. We're trying to have our left shin perpendicular to the floor, like we're doing a lizard lunge on the ceiling. And then we will set the left foot down. Let's slide the left leg out to the right. And we'll take a stretch overhead with the arms for a moment. Or whatever other little thing you need to get settled into Shavasana. Wow. Ah, I'm very spongy today. All right, and then as you're ready, bring the arms down alongside, a little away from the sides of the body. Doing that reach through the fingertips. Feel a little active pressing down with the back of the hand, this time unlike the front, the palm of the hand like we did at the beginning in the bridge pose. But there's still that roll out of the upper arms, outer upper arm pressing a little toward the floor. And then if you're engaging with that muscularly, letting go of that. Inhale and exhale, softening and closing your eyes. Letting your breath get even longer, all the way to the top of the inhale, all the way to the bottom of the exhale. And then breathing back into your body. Moving the fingers and toes, maybe circling the wrists and ankles. Stretching your arms up overhead. Bending your knees. And gently making your way up to sitting. Sitting in any comfortable position with a long and spacious spine. Taking another moment, sitting quietly inside yourself. Namaste. Thank you for coming.
Thank you